channel. Woo, woo. So today I filmed this highly requested look. When I posted this picture on my Instagram, it blew up. Like, you guys loved this picture. Shout out to y'all for liking my picture and commenting. I love y'all. And after I got all those comments and people in my previous videos were telling me that I should film it under my picture, you guys were telling me I should film it. So I'm like, you know what, let me just film this. So I hope you guys like this yellow brown cut crease. It was inspired by Tina Halda, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. And after I saw her video, I was like, wow, I really love this look. So I was like, let me try it because I love how these are like neutral colors. They're not like bright colors, you know, they're very subtle, but it still is like really glam and like pop. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this cut crease, keep on watching. Okay, we're gonna jump right into this look that I know a lot of people have requested me to do. So let's hope, let's pray. Let's pray that it comes out just the same. So let's jump right into it. I already did my eyebrows off camera and I primed my lids already, so you know it would save time.
So first I'm going to go in with my NYC bronzer with this e.l.f. brush, and I'm just applying it right on the top of my lid. That's my main focus. I'm not trying to get it as much on my lid because that's where the concealer is going to go to cut the crease. So just mainly focus on the top, right under your eyebrow, where you want that color to mainly be focused and pop at. I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige with this Real Techniques flat brush. It might actually be a lip brush, but I like using this brush because it actually is way easier than a bigger brush to cut my crease. And I notice if you go slow, it actually is harder to get that sharp cut crease. So try going faster, and that will also help with the, you know, the lines you make it, and it might be a little bumpy and not as sharp as you would like it. As you can see, I'm kind of pulling on my eye just a little bit so I can stretch my lid out, and that actually does make it a lot easier as well to cut that crease as sharp as you can get it. As you can see, I'm going in with the brush again. I did put a little bit more concealer on my brush just so I can clean it up a bit and get it a little bit more sharper because it wasn't as sharp as I would have liked it. And then I'm going to take this makeup wipe and just kind of clean it up a little and get that sharper type of wing look. Now I just took this brush and I dipped it in my airspun powder just so I can set that concealer. And now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm using the two yellow shades that are in that palette. I actually mix them together, and then I just tap it onto my eyelid. I do not blend it in my eye because you don't really want to blend it. You just want to focus it and get all the pigment onto the lid. I'm going to go back in the palette with my finger just to pick up those two yellows and pack it onto my lid because this actually helps to bring the color out a little bit more and make it a little more vibrant. And I've got this tip from a lot of beauty gurus on YouTube, and this tip actually really works. I'm going back in with the NYC bronzer just to deepen my crease, and as you can see, I do bring it up to the front of my eye as well to deepen that part and make it darker as well. And then I'm going in with my NYX glitter. And this right here is so amazing. I love it. It just really puts the finishing touch to this look. The only thing about this glitter, I don't know if it's just the NYX one or what, but it burns. Like, it burns my eyelid every single time I use this glitter. So it's like, what the heck is going on? Like, is it just me? Is it just my eyelids? I don't know. And also for this part, when you're doing the glitter, you want to make sure you're putting the glitter right above your crease. Not directly into that crease pocket, but right above it. And then for this stuff, I'm just going to go in with my makeup remover wipe, and I'm just cleaning it up from the fallout that came from the yellow and also sharpening out the end of this cut.
Alright, I'm sorry that the lighting has changed, but when I was doing my eyes, I was using natural lighting and part of my ring light as well. But now, Florida, it's thundering and lightning outside and it's like dark, so now it's just my ring light. And so now what I'm going to do is just do my foundation real quick, and I will list the products and everything down in the description box of what I use. I am kind of switching it up a little bit with some products, but not really. But I will list everything down below, and yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
Now I'm just going to go in with my Maracuja oil, I believe. I do not know how to say that, but it's from Tarte, and I'm just going in with this just to make it a little bit more dewy for my foundation and also as a primer. But as my primer, I am going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and you will see that here soon. There I am, putting it on my face. And I just really like this primer just because when you take pictures, it really gives you that photo finish look. And then of course, going in with my Mario Badescu spray, and also using my clean beauty sponge to apply my Milani Caramel Tan, I believe, the shade number 10, all over my skin so I can get this flawless look. And then I'm just going to go in with this beige cosmetics brush and use the leftover of the foundation that's on my hand just to go over my brows because of my beauty sponge not being able to get in that area without messing up these brows, honey. And for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox waterproof concealer in light medium. And I'm going to go under my eyes, bridge of my nose, and also a little bit on my forehead. And then I'm going in with concealer again, and this is in the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige, just because I really want a full coverage look. I know you're probably like, dang girl, this is your third concealer, but yes, I just want it to be a little bit more subtle, not so bright. So I'm going in with my medium beige by LA Girl just to calm that brightness down a little bit. Okay, so in this one, I believe I snatched my nose. I really did. Like, my nose contour came out pretty darn good. And I'm going in my Physician Formula bronzer in bronzer. And I did use this bronzer all around my face as well to bronze my face. That's a lot of bronzer, a lot of bronze. Now for the last step in the eyes for this look, I'm just going to go back in with my NYC bronzer with this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush just to go right under my waterline to give it a little darkness. I don't put too much, just a little bit to give it a little darkness and not all the way to the front of my eye. And then I take what's left on my brush from the yellow right in the corners of my eye to give that ombre type of effect.
Freaking Mario Badesco spraying out crazy still. I ain't get a new one. And I don't know why he snapped.
And this step right here is just me being extra, but I like to go in with this NYX brow palette, and I just like to fill in the areas where my moles are to bring it up from under my foundation. And then right here I'm using this Colourpop. I actually forgot the name of the highlighter, but I will put it in the description box. And I'm just putting this as a base for my highlighter that I'm going to put on in powder form.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. This is just my way on how I do the cut crease. Everybody does it their own way. I actually don't do a lot of cut creases. So this is the best way that I've learned. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Oh, like, Lord, that Jouer highlighter is amazing. Jouer highlighter is one bomb highlighter. Like, that was actually my first time using that one. Like, I swatched it on my hands, but I never swatched it on my face. And I'm like in love with it. Like, it's amazing. And I think me using my Colourpop also helped intensify it. But I really love it. And they always have like a sale on the Jouer website. There's coupons everywhere. You can use it for the Jouer. It was the Topaz one. But yeah, don't forget to like if you've liked this video. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, you know the spiel. And remember to comment down below what you would like to see next. I will have another video posted this week, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys then. Bye.